Yo, what up? Welcome to Only the Huddle. Have served with Ceelo and Deuce. Um,
You hit the you hit the
again,
you hit the button.
yeah, it's live.
Okay, okay. I'm
Yeah.
so scheduled.
um, picking up from the shenanigans of the fool Only the Huddle podcast. We're gonna be here every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Just talking more commanders. Try to step away from some of the national topics, even the local topics, Jane Daniels, Cliff Kingsbury, and all those good things. So today we're going to just look back a little bit at the free agency to see how those guys have fared through 3 games and look at some trades that we made, some moves that we made that the fan base was kind of surprised and wasn't happy about. We're going to look at it and see what it meant. So right after this. I know it looks like CeeLo is at a hotel, but he disappeared. I don't know exactly where he is. But Breeze, what's good, man?
What's good?
Oh, there you go.
Good. Is he back? No, he's still
He
frozen.
trying to slide around the camera. Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. Brother Deuce is here. He's here to defend his O-line. I'm getting sick and tired of you dudes and this fan base talking about my O-line. We gonna handle this today. Welcome to Owning the Huddle podcast. Have served. What is good? What is going on? CeeLo, what's good with you, man?
It's good, man. Just chilling. Check out this the progress to date from some of these free agents that we signed on, and dig a little deeper into this amazing game that we just experienced on Monday night.
Crazy. I ain't go to bed at like 3 o'clock, bro. I go to bed at like 3 o'clock. My goodness. Poster King. When I was heavy on JD. Guys, we deserve. Yeah, we deserve this. And where you been at, Poster King? I ain't seen you in a while. You ain't been on in a while, man. Definitely missed you, man. Yeah, man. JD looked good, man. He looked good for sure. It's like Mitch. What up, Mitch? What you want to do first? All right, all right. So Key, what's good? Key is in the building, of course. Key, I needed you earlier, Key, but before let's do this and let's talk about this, right? I mean the draft. Oh yeah, I did see the hype video. Matter of fact, hold on a second. Did you see it yet, CeeLo?
I ain't seen it yet.
Oh yeah, hold up. Just hold up.
Oh,
Let's
watch
just
it.
get more pump. I mean, you never know, bro. Like we gotta, we have stuff like this, man. We gotta go overboard. You know what I'm saying? Do like act like y'all been here before, man. You know how long it's been? We don't even know what it looks like. We don't even know what it looks like. All right, let's see.
Washington Commanders
Can you hear it,
are
CeeLo?
hiring
Yep.
Peters.
To me, this is a 1 of 32. This is
Is this it? Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure this is it. Hold up. I don't think this is it. I think this is the old one.
You talking about that rule of jungle?
Yeah, that's the old one. Hold on. Let me go back. Yeah, the root of jungle drink. There you go. There you go. This is Joe. Hold up. Hey, did you see the RG3 clip?
I haven't seen it yet. Is this the one where he's explaining?
Yeah. He just knocked that joint out the park.
I read it though.
All right, here we go. Let's let this play. You can hear it, right?
Yep.
All right, bet.
Be present in this moment, because this moment is all we got. They say the past is history, the future is mystery, the present is a gift. Play your game, talk your shit. It should feel like a party out there. Making plays, loving what you do. Start to finish. Have some fun. This should mean something to you.
He's got it! First and goal inside the 5. Daniels is going to walk it in for the touchdown. Daniels lets it go for the first down. And one more. Touchdown Washington. Well sacked by this Washington defense.
Greg Scott is the recipient of Jake Daniels' first career touchdown.
This one is launched from McLaurin. Touchdown!
At Arizona, proud of you guys, man. All right, that's a great team win tonight.
Bruh.
Oh my
Be present
goodness.
in this moment, because this moment is all we
Bruh. This man.
Oh my
Bruh.
goodness.
Bruh. This
Oh
drink.
my goodness. That
Be present in
is
this moment, because this moment is all
fire.
we got. They say
Locked
the past
in,
is history,
bruh.
the
They
future
are
is
locked
mystery,
in.
The present is a gift.
Hold on a second.
The future is mystery. The present is
Look at this guy right here. Young.
Bruh.
Eat, bruh. Like we might gotta get him in the game, bruh.
Wow.
We might gotta activate him.
Wow.
Just off his face alone, we might gotta activate him.
That's crazy.
Look
Yo,
at
that
his face.
yo,
Look at his
They-
face, bruh.
they killed this. This is
a
crazy.
gift. Play your game, talk your shit. It should feel like a party out there. Making plays, loving what you do. Start to finish. Have some fun. This should mean something to you.
What he say?
Killing that shit.
He's got it! First and goal inside the 5.
Bruh, imagine Terry hit the
He's got it! First and goal inside the 5.
If he hit the Superman, the Cam Superman shirt right there.
Daniels is going to walk it in for the touchdown. Daniels lets it go for the first down. And
this movie again. This feels good.
He's got it. First and goal inside the 5.
In my veins.
Daniels is going to walk it in for the touchdown. Daniels lets it go for the first.
In my veins.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
Yeah, they killed that.
They
killed that.
I don't know what Oos was saying. He like, oh, I don't know what he was saying, boy. But hey, man, I'm ready, man. What's up, Ree? B Slim, what's good, man? Yo, Ree, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, media.
Yeah,
team the one, not the two, bro. Like,
yeah, they
this joint is insane, bro.
They killed
Look,
that.
so like, Slim, bro. The stadium is lights out, bro. The height, I mean, the Firebirds, like, just everything about the aura in that stadium.
Yeah, they got a nice home field. Like, just home field is home for them.
And look,
But
go ahead, Seal.
We embraced it though.
Yeah, we did.
We embraced like we sitting there, we out there walking out like it's our stadium.
Yeah,
We're like, this is dope.
dope.
Like, we ain't even like, we just playing football right now. Like, that was
crazy.
dope.
It was crazy, bro. Like it was probably like 70-30, 75-25, right? Man, they had fans, man. They all had on jerseys. They had face paint. They all had something. You knew they was Cleveland fans. Bengals fans. You know what I'm saying? And even though we had people there, and it was like little small sections of people singing a "Hail to the Redskins" song, when big plays happened on the outside, it was completely quiet. Like, you could barely hear the cheers from the Commanders fans. When Terry caught that game winner, bro, it was completely silent.
Yeah.
It was completely silent. Like, you could literally hear a pin drop, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like looked around and I couldn't get my camera. Everybody there. Everybody was like this. I've never witnessed anything like that before. I've never witnessed. Bro, they was after that first, when they walked down the field and Chase caught that touchdown, it went crazy. It went absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. When T. Higgins caught his first pass, I was like, bro. It was right. It was insane. It was insane. It was insane, man. Yeah, most definitely, Cam. Like, I wanna listen to his whole speech. I'm with you. I don't know what they was doing.
Might be that. Is it that Polynesian chant that?
Maybe
it might be. Yeah, some version of that.
Because they were pumped.
It sounded like they were.
That's
amazing.
Hold up.
Yeah, you pumped them up.
Hold up. Just watch it, bro. Look at Sanders. Like, they just, like, you right, so they just embracing it. Hey, I need more of that. Like when the Commanders log come out, I need the whole speech. Like, I need more of that, bro. I need more of that. Like, I need the whole speech. I
need Josh Harris to go.
Relax, Cam.
What you say? Let's speak. Oh Lord. I need our AV team to get together next time. Maybe not this year, but man.
Somebody was saying how if he, I forgot who it was, but they was like, when Jaden get a first down, if you run for one or whatever, they should play "I Got 5 on it." Like, that's the type of stuff that these stadiums do. Like, they do little small stuff like this. You know? it's good.
Yeah.
It's great for fan experience, man.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah.
What was the light show? Man, the light show was insane, Kim. Like they had the little Bengals on the field, the little light Bengals on the field. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, you kind of saw it in the video. Like it was dark. It made it even better because it was at night, so it was dark.
Right.
All you saw was
Exactly.
the people flashlights and taking pictures and the fireflies or whatever they call them fireflies. It looked exactly like the WWE. It looked like a WWE event. And that's how electric it was in there. And it was just radiating everywhere. Radiating everywhere. Keith Murphy, what's good, man? Yeah, your quarterback is a bad young man. Yes, he is. It might be your first time chopping it up with us. We definitely appreciate you chopping it up, bro. Continue to come back, man. Hit that profile, subscribe to the channel. Join us over there on YouTube and continue to chop it up with us in the comment section. Bro, I'm hyped, yeah. Like this, bro. I don't even know. Let me see. What were we talking about before we went to the hype video? See, Key messed me up. He messed me up, man. I don't know what we was about to get into. We need something like we need something, man. We need something like like we need something, man. Because
apparently they're the first ones to do the Who Dat Nation, not New Orleans. And then they just got they have just a lot of organic stuff over time. It just you just gotta give it time. We'll get there. Give it time.
Man, for sure. All right, let's talk about we want to talk about some free agents, what they looking at, because it's been a lot about Adam Peters, right? A lot about if Adam Peters didn't make the right moves, if he didn't do enough, his approach. But now 3 games was played, so you kind of look back and we kind of look at some of these free agents that we signed. So let's kind of go down the line, right? Kind of go down the list. I think I had it. Let me see if I can pull it up. Well, let's do one. Let's do Dorrance Armstrong. I think he got like a 3-year deal, I believe. Probably out after 2, but he's one of the ones that they didn't do the 1-year deal with. What do you? It's like I don't even know he's even played. Like I'm trying to pull his stats up, but how you feeling about Dorrance Armstrong?
I mean, through week 3, he just been kind of inconsistent, or maybe just maybe as expected. So Dorrance Armstrong was never a starter in Dallas. He was a rotational piece,
right?
And he had a very, very impactful player he played next to, which was Michael Parsons. But he's also a bigger guy too. He can play inside and outside.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's scheme, if it's just he's just not a starting type, or it's just too early to tell. But so far, not nothing impressive, at least on the film. Maybe he I say it differently, not on the stat line. Maybe he's better on the film sessions and stuff like that, and he's just not getting home, or maybe whatever. But they're getting run on, and they can't get to the quarterback. So I'm not sure what's going on with Dorrance and his and the crew. But so far, I'm not that overly impressed.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up some numbers for Dorrance Armstrong. I'm not impressed at all. Even when you think about Payne and Allen, you can at least say at least the first game for sure. Maybe it's a little the second game. You can see Payne really kind of being there. Like I think he leads the defensive tackles and missed tackles, right? But that's really is discouraging. He's missing them, but at least he's getting there. I don't know like what Dorrance Armstrong is doing at all. To be honest, I just don't know. Okay, let's see what he got. Let's see what we got here. Oh man. So far, he's pretty much he has 107 snaps. So he's playing definitely a lot. 58 defensive grade, 46 run grade, 29.3 29.6 tackling grade. He has 7 tackles. They have him for 1 sack. I don't know. Don't Armstrong got a sack?
Might have been last week. We had 1 sack last week against Daniel Jones. That might have been him.
I thought that was Furrow. I thought Furrow had both sacks.
No, I don't think he had both.
Week 1 and week 2. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm kind of low on Dorrance Armstrong. Of course, we still have more season to go, but as of right now, to grade him is probably like a C minus for Dorrance Armstrong. Those of y'all in the chat, what kind of grade would you give for Dorrance Armstrong so far through 3 games?
He actually got the sack against Cincy. So yeah, he got 1 sack against Burrow. So yeah,
really
don't know when in the game. Yeah,
I remember Fowler and I remember Baptiste. So we got 3
Baptiste.
sacks.
Must have.
Do PFF count have half sacks?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think yeah, you're right. I don't think so. It doesn't. I don't see any half sack in his career. But so that's possible they don't count half sacks.
That's interesting. All right, so Tyler Biadasz. I think he has been great for Jaden. I think he has been great as far as pass protection, as far as run block, calling out the protections. I think he's been great at that. I think he's been great at Jack, and his ability to get out on screens, I think is a big plus. To be able to get out on screens from the center position. Yep, and Key said he got a half sack from the Bengals game. So I guess PFF don't do half sacks. That's interesting.
That is interesting. That's a big deal. I mean,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Radar? Tim, what's good, buddy? So what you think, Ceelo? Tyler Biadasz?
Yeah, you said it well, man. I think he's been a great pickup. We all felt like he was going to be a significant upgrade, healthy, knock on wood. He's carrying over from when he was in Dallas, man. I think he's he has good mobility. I don't see too many, ever since early in the Tampa Bay game, I don't see too, that was Vita Vea, right? So I don't really. He held up against the Giants, with probably the best, one of the best D tackles in the game, and Dexter Lawrence, and then he held up, this week as well. So I give him like maybe A minus. I mean, I think he's been solid. And then the way they performed Monday night was just incredible. They really did a good job. So yeah, he's been a great pickup. I like that pickup a lot.
Oh yeah, thanks, Key. He said him and Fowler got a half sack together. I thought Fowler was there on his own. Yeah, I gotta look at that player again. Anybody in the chat, like what kind of grade would you get Tyler Biadasz? I'll give him an A. I think he's been great, man.
Yeah, he's good. Good player.
Yeah, Tim. Forbes is back, man. He's back. He's back, man. Solidify that defense, man. So I wonder what they're gonna do though, man. Like I wonder what this is gonna look like, because Dan Quinn doesn't look like, he doesn't sound like he's benching them or he's not going to play anytime soon. Dan Quinn, the way that he talks about him, like he's going to come in and play, and he's probably start too. Agreed. Don't forget Tyler Odenobach snaps on special teams. Yes, and that's a good thing, Merle. Like we're not talking about special teams snaps. We're not talking about the long snapper, right? Like we're not having those issues. So you kind of forget about it, because usually this is not stuff that you should be talking about every week. A long snapper, we shouldn't be having that conversation every week. And I didn't even think about it until you brought it up, Merle. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
That's how it should be.
Right. Who we got next? Austin Ekeler. Let's talk about Austin Ekeler, man. What you think,
Excellent. A plus. He is just. I think I was saying it, something to somebody or in chat. Probably the most important offensive player outside of Jay Daniels, right? I'm not talking about offensive line for a second, assuming they're good. He is probably the most important offensive weapon. He does so many little things, whether it's pass block, out of the backfield, receiving out of the backfield. He's a great change of pace back, so fast and quick. He just has a really quick first step and a nice burst. So he just looks healthy and in control. And that touchdown was nice that he scored with 25, 30 yards out, whatever it was. Yeah, man, he's legit. It's gonna be a big miss this week. Hopefully he gets well and he's take his time and get back when he's right. I know that's no nothing to mess with, concussions. But I hope I look forward to seeing him the rest of the year.
Yeah, me too. And you know how Dan Quinn is. So far, what we know from Dan Quinn is any injury, he's looking at that max number, right? If it's 2 to 4 weeks, he's looking more towards 4 weeks. You're gonna have to really show that you're ready to get back. And I'm thinking Dan Quinn already knew. Look, he's not playing Sunday. You're not flying to Phoenix with us. Take time in the hospital, making sure the doctors clear you that you can fly. I'm sure they probably flew him private back to Virginia for recovery, and that's where he'll stay. Until next week. So we'll see what happens next week. Because I think they said he got like a cut on his ear too. So who knows what that looked like? I mean, when you go back and look at it, you can tell that he had some sort of a concussion, the way his body kind of went out. So, Dan Quinn is going to be on the safe side, especially what happened a couple of weeks ago with Tua. But I think Dan Quinn would have done this anyway. But and I think he's been an A+ to this offense. There's certain things. That touchdown run that he had, he was able to bounce to the outside. B-Rob doesn't score there. Right, he may get to the 5, to the 3, but he does not score there. And that's the difference between him and B-Rob. When we talk about people that can get that home run and take it to the house, right? On that run last week, Ekeler scores, right? B-Rob got walked down. Ekeler scores, right? That's the kind of like the difference between them two. So now, what is it going to look like, right? Well, like, what is it going to look like with B-Rob, Nichols, and either Wiley or
Rodriguez?
Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it's Wiley that's going to come in. But what if it's Kaz Island? You never know. I think they really like Igbo as kick returner, so I think that matters. So I think he's there, especially if Forbes comes back. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be Wiley. But are any one of those guys going to be able to have any type of impact as Ekeler would have? And I don't think so. The things that he does is special.
Yeah, his vision is incredible. The way he gets, as they say, gets skinny in the hole.
Right.
I mean, that one. Remember that? I don't know if you saw that one. Remember that one screen, wide receiver screen he took first quarter. I want to say it's the first drive at some point in that drive, and he just squeezed in, and it was supposed to be a loss, tackle for loss, and he ended up getting the first down. So little plays like that. That's a big deal. But I can see, because he's such an integral part of the offense, I wouldn't be surprised if Cliff maybe goes a different route. He may not rely on that so much. He may find somebody else to do different things to try to maximize someone else's skill set versus trying to replicate what Austin does well. Because I don't think we have anyone else that does that really, to that degree. So that I would expect a different game plan. If I were the Cardinals.
Right. And we're gonna go Knuckles, check out their podcast. Good guys. Yeah, man, this is who we thought Antonio Gibson would be. Right. And maybe it was the offensive coordinators that didn't use him right. You know what I mean? But Ekeler is going to be he is a missing piece. And they didn't have him for the majority of the second half. And you can kind of see the impact of him not being there to be that change of pace type guy, to be able to be that two backfield, that two running backfield that Cliff loves to run, and he had, and it's not just one set, two running backs with them two, like Ekeler be up close to the line, like just as a quarterback over the guard, he be there, him and B-Rob be on the same side and shotgun. So it's so many different formations for those two guys. So that's definitely is going to be a big loss. And I wonder who they're going to bring up.
So when he did the kick return in the second half, was that more of a spot duty job, or was he normally our kick return guy?
Who?
Ekeler.
No, he's been the kick return guy the whole year. Because remember, he took one back against and
you're right. That's
back.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
So
he's been the primary kick returner the whole year.
So it goes only for punts.
Yeah. Okay. And they had I think Crowder was back there the first game, but he was inactive the second game. But the Bengals ain't punt the ball, so we don't know who was going back there this game because they ain't punt the ball. And Crowder was he was active. And what I was about to say, so I think it's Nichols was back there with him the first couple of weeks, but remember we watched the film and Nichols was just ducking that wreck, so they put Igbo back there. So Igbo's been back there with him. Igbo even had a return because they kind of kicked it away from Ekeler at one point, and Igbo had that return. So I was kind of high him through camp too. Like it just seemed like when I was there at camp, when he do it, his was just like just looked flawless than anybody else. So I'm sure he's going to be the kick return. That's why I think it's not going to be Kaz Allen that they bring up. More than like it's going to be Wiley, or Rodriguez. But it seems like Wiley has won them over more than Rodriguez, so it's probably going to be him. But we're definitely going to see what this does. Who else do we have? Frankie Louvu. Oh, let me get this. Yep. Merle Ekeler's a touchdown machine. Yeah, man, he finds the end zone and he finds it easy too. Yeah, I think it's going to be a Wiley too. He's rated running out of RPO college. Offense in college. Undrafted guy. I think they really like him. They brought him back on the practice, so he might even be protected. I don't know who those three. I know they said the guy from Howard, the big right tackle for Howard, is protected. I wonder who else is protected. Maybe Wiley. I don't know. Furrow is out again too. But it's just not a big enough impact for me to like worry about. All right, cool, you out. All right, Jamin in. You come back, Jamin go out. Like it's kind of like the same two guys, really. Frankie Louvu. What you think about Frankie Louvu?
I like Frankie Louvu a lot. Like a lot. To your earlier point, I think he's one of the 3-year deal guys as well. Mm-hmm. I like him a lot. He's fast. You can move around a lot, put him on the line, put him in back. He could be a viper, he can be a safety. And he is not afraid of contact. So clearly he's a vocal leader based on your video. So I'm gonna give him a B, as in Bravo. I think he's been a good pickup. It's hard for me to really give anyone on the defense an A right now, just because of the circumstances. They're last in just about every category right now, but it's only 3 weeks. But individually, I think he's a solid pickup. I just think he's just part of a bigger problem, not just his problem. So
yeah, and we got to remember, now I think Sam is actually on the team, Kim. Like he's on the 53.
Yeah, he's not on the practice squad.
Yeah, he's on the 53, right? Yeah, because
because of the injury, Marcus Mariota is on the IR, so they brought up Sam as a third quarterback, I believe.
Yeah, so he's just inactive on game days. He's on 53. He's just inactive on game days.
He's emergency QB. I think they got to identify emergency QB, but he's on the 53.
Yeah. So the thing, like we got to remember, he led the league in missed tackles last year, right? Because he's just coming up there sparing people, like right. He's just like Roman Reigns and Jey Uso and the rest of the Samoans. Just sparing people, right? And he's not going to wrap up for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he did better wrapping up this past week, but that's just who he is. And it seems like, Quan is starting to do the same thing. Like he just coming out of nowhere and just flying up like a missile, hitting whoever is near the ball. So, but Luvu has been like he's fast. He got a lot of speed, man. He can get from sideline to sideline. This is why I'm not, as worried about mobile quarterbacks. We have a lot of speed out there, outside of Bobby Wagner, of course. But man, Luvu has been a great addition, man.
You're gonna find out. You're gonna test that theory real quick.
The little midget, right?
We got the midget out there. He about to go get to work.
What's up, Koa? Say B+ grade for Frankie Louvu. But we will get better. I truly believe Frankie Louvu is the identity they're trying to bring. Yeah, man, it is.
I agree.
I mean, him, Quan, Sandustra, like these guys is running up. I mean, these guys is running up and they're attacking. Would say violently, like that's what they're doing, right? And you think of Newton. I mean, him too. Like he's attacking violently. I mean, he's making tackles 12 yards down the field. You know what I'm saying? On cross, I think T. Higgins caught a drag route and Newton tackled him 14 yards down the field. You know what I'm saying? That hustle is what these guys are looking for, and they're not going to care who you are. Like this is what they want, and the same thing. And we're gonna talk about some of these trades that happen. Like that's what they're looking for sure. Who else we got? Nick Allegretti.
Actually, well, he had a good game this past, Monday night. I think I'm going to give him a B+. Hard to say because he's right next to our rotating left tackle position, which is awkward for him. I'm pretty sure because of that. We saw a couple stunts get past him in the Giants game. I'm struggling a little bit in the Buccaneers game, but excellent game in the Bengals game. So I think it's a good signing, though. I think he's going to be fine. I think that unit is going to grow together, especially once they solidify Coleman as the left tackle going forward. And I think he'll improve. I'm gonna say B+, something along those lines. He's a solid addition. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and he's getting downfield too.
Yep.
Like on the screens and the pulls and all those different designs, like he's getting down the field. Like he's able to move. He's able to get out in front of him. It seems like he's good with both Coleman and Lucas, especially with Coleman. He's out there chipping and helping out. He's able to get to the second level, so he's playing pretty good. And of course, Jaden does help the offensive line, but he's kind of surprising. But he's looking like, and then we're going to come back because I want to ask some questions about these free agents, especially these 1 year deal guys. But I'm liking the hire. I mean the signing of Allegretti for sure. Charlie, we appreciate you, man. Gang. Charlie scared of the midget.
Of the midget?
Yeah,
I get it.
They're gonna run all over. Charlie scared.
You can't even spy him. It's gonna be a team effort right there.
Yeah, for sure. You can't spy him. He's too quick.
Yeah,
he is too quick. He's short. You can't see him. So that's definitely gonna be something. We do have length along that front seven. So but we got to see, man. I mean, you got Marvin Harrison already, on the injury report. And I think you got Michael Wilson. I think it's Mike Wilson on the other side, who's not too, dominant or whatever. So that's definitely going to be something to look out for. But Kyler Murray is Kyler Murray, man. Like he can ball. He can ball for sure. But again, Tally, appreciate you for the star, man. As always, love. Ash, what's good, Ash? How you feeling, man? Daryl, glad you come back, man. What's up, man? We talking some ball, man. Zach Ertz.
Man, I was giving Zach the business pause all week, all off season.
Yep.
And I'm so glad to be wrong. I'm so glad to
Yeah.
be wrong. I you know, Zach is still got some stuff left in the tank. He's healthy, as both Cliff and he said. Uh, you know, he gives Jaden that security blanket. That's exactly what you're looking for in a tight end. That's all I wanted. I just wanted someone, you know, he knows that, you know, he has trust in Zach Ertz. He knows he's going to be where he's supposed to be. He's going to catch the ball. There's no tipped, you know, issues for the most part. He's, you know, I know he had a little bit of a fumble, but he's catching the football well, and he's at least getting down and getting some yards. So, and some tough yards. So, props to Zach Ertz, still doing his thing at the age of what, 33, 34. And you know, I think that's a pretty good signing. I mean, so far, I'm pretty sure. I think it's a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
You can't beat that, right? So top notch signing.
And he loves Cliff. Like if Cliff is still here, he probably do another 1-year deal. You know, if they'll have him. Like I always thought by week 6 or 7, Snacks would be able to. By that time, he'd be the it'd be 60-40, 70-30 him. But nah, I don't know, man. It might be week 15, 6 for like week 13, 14, depending on the record, right? Like it's really going to depend on the record. It's going to depend on health. Those are things going to depend. But right now, like Ertz is that dude. Like he's a target. And the good thing about it is that Jaden is just not solely focusing on him either. Like he's getting the ball around. Like he doesn't really have a favorite target or like a safety type target, even though they're there and it's built into it. Like the relationship that they have is really remarkable, and I think that's mostly due to Ertz too.
I think to your earlier point about Senate, I won't be surprised if you start to sprinkle in a Senate and Ertz combo,
Yeah.
because Senate actually is a decent blocker, if not a pretty good blocker. Saw him a couple times on that Ekeler run. He went down. He was right there, and he sealed the block.
15 yards, man.
Yeah, I think if he starts to show that in practice, he may be replacing Bates before he replaces Ertz, and then you now have a 2 tight end set. You don't know who's gonna get the ball, so that would be a game changer in my opinion, at least in the passing game, because we all thinking about Bates. He's the solid blocker, and then you're gonna have Ertz being Ertz because he's not blocking nothing. So yeah, I think you may see it. You may see Senate Ertz out there, which I would think is just dangerous in my opinion. So I love it.
Yeah, hopefully we get there. We haven't yet.
Yeah, I know we haven't yet, but
we haven't yet, but we'll see. Because I mean, I think Bates got a couple catches on the year, and he's blocking his tail off, right? And he's blocking. He's looking good at what he does best. He's not going to create a ton of separation, but he's going to find a spot where you can get 4 or 5 yards or something like that. If he's going out on a pass, he's good at staying in the blocking. Like if they want to chip or double team or have max protection, he's great at that. The goal line, he can move. Like, yeah, man. Like it's good to have 3 competent tight ends, right? But definitely looking towards the future. If it's going to be a Bates and the Snats type thing, then we might see a little bit more of a passing personnel coming from the tight ends with Snats and Ertz. And I mean, I don't know, it definitely might be in the cards.
He went out for a pass play last one Monday night, and Jay didn't see him. It was supposed to be. I know you was at the game, but Jay rolled to the right, Senate rolled to the left, wide open, and that's when Troy Aikman was like, he had him. He just didn't let it go, and he ran. He ran to the side. That's nothing. We'll talk about it later, or another day. But Jaden definitely does not believe in throwing away the football. He's either going to throw a incompletion, or he's going to run it to the sideline and take whatever he can get. He is not throwing that joint away, which is interesting. Yeah. So,
and another thing that's interesting that you mentioned, that he doesn't like running to the left.
Oh, not at all.
He doesn't.
He's
like
a right side all day.
Yeah, he doesn't like running to the left. Yeah, that's something to think about. I'm gonna pin that. We're gonna have to come back and talk about that one day. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they got Greg Dortch too. Yeah. So what you think about Cosme has like a little Achilles thing going on? It might be sore. I'm thinking. So he probably rests most of this week. I'm sure he's not going to be full. I think he's a DNP today, might be a DNP tomorrow, maybe limited on Friday, and then we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. I don't like it, man.
Yeah, people get nervous when they hear the word Achilles. And maybe he's still growing.
Maybe here.
That's what happens when you have growth spurts when you're a kid.
Right.
You can start having Achilles injury, Achilles pain. But nah, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll see. Yep, Zach Ertz B plus. I agree.
Yeah,
with you
I agree with that
for sure. Yeah, I think that's pretty much. Let me see. Go back to my list. Yeah. So that and then if Noah Brown, because at first we was kind of thinking, oh, he was a waiver. He wasn't a waiver pickup. He was actually just signed. Like he chose to come here as a free agent. Yeah. So so far it's looked pretty good. Of course, he had a couple big plays last week. This past week he had a couple big plays. That goal line route that he ran was looked pretty good. He ran a slant route. Jaden put it where only he can get it. He went down there and he absolutely got it. He's been blocking okay. And I don't know if you noticed, if they say it on TV, on the first Terry bomb, he was open too on the other side. Like he was open down the sideline on the other side too. So he's coming on. I think he's still learning the playbook. He's still trying to get comfortable with Jaden, but this could be something that Terry never had, right? A competent number 2 that can run routes, that can get open, that has speed. And of course, we like talking about the height, 6'3", 6'4" dude, because a lot of people didn't know he was 6'3", 6'4". They thought he was like a short dude, right?
That's true.
But he not any guys. He has a stride with him. So I think this is also a A+ hire. And so far it's kind of like B for him because he's still learning to play, but he's only been in like a month now. So but they revving it up each week because I think he started. Didn't he start this game? I think he did. But that lineup with him, Terry, and Luke, man, once they really start getting in a rhythm, I'm really liking that lineup.
Yeah, Luke looked good. I agree, man. Noah's a great, really, really good, really solid pickup. Again, they mentioned the broadcast. Troy loved Noah, just in general, probably because he's a Cowboy. But but he loves his game. Very, very. He mentioned his route running is really he's kind of underappreciated. Good hands, good, obviously great speed. So yeah, man, he's definitely a good pickup for in such late part of the off season. That's kind of a rarity for that to actually work, contribute to your team. That's really rare. So good job, good job, Batman, for handling that. And yeah, man, he's doing his thing. I think that's a solid pickup
for sure. It has, Teddy, like it's been good, and of course Jaden does help. But Jaden be having time. Like he's got time to go through his progressions. He's looking downfield. Then he'll kind of like move around and try to create some more space or just run. But the Lions did pretty good. I mean, did y'all see? Let me find. Hold up. Let me find this this cut up real quick. Let me find this cut up real quick of Brandon Coleman from Arabia. Shout out Arabia for doing all the work. Let me put this up. Look at Brandon Coleman, man. Now mind you, this Hendrickson guy has been leading the league in sacks the last 2 years, right? So far through 2 games prior to our game, he had the quickest release of any edge rusher in the league. See, like this. That right there, that that handoff, like
Right.
that's difficult for rookies, right? That's difficult for rookies, and I don't know if he could have did that week 1, right? Because he was hurt during the summer. He didn't get a lot of reps. He didn't do any of the joint practices and any of that, But I like how they're ramping him up each week. But this handoff, it was great. Like he didn't force it. He stayed. He waited. Look at that. Ugh. I mean, and he's still getting help. Yes, he's still getting help. But he's finishing these plays. Get a little chip there, and he finishes it. Look at the kick step. My goodness. Like, bruh. Man. Watch the kick step. Look at that. No, not this one. The next one. That was a good one, too. Look at this one. Look.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, he's crazy athletic. And if you think about it, a lot of these exotic runs and screens that we're doing is when he's out on the field.
Right.
For the majority.
He has a crazy, his coordination, his hand feet coordination.
Yeah.
He doesn't look awkward. He just it kind of flows. So it feels like he just has a really good feel for the game now, and he's getting healthy and getting his wind up. Yeah, man, he looks good. By the way, the one time that Henderson beat us, he went on the football field. I believe that was Cornelius Lucas.
That was Coleman.
Was that Coleman? I thought that was Lucas.
Coleman.
I thought that was 8. I thought that was a different number. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was our last drive. He gave him a little outside move.
Yeah.
And Coleman went for it, and he came back inside. Yeah, that was Coleman.
Okay.
Look at that pancake. That kick step was just beautiful, man. Look at this. Look at that. Look at his hands. Look how he blocked down.
Nice.
Look, I fight with you. I will stand right here and fight with you. If this is what you want to do, I will do this with you the whole game. I will do this with you. No problem. We can do this. Look at that. Man. I didn't know they still did come blocking. He just manhandling him right here, bro. He just manhandling him on this one, man. Look, get down. Referee right there. Look, referee right there. He just let him, and he rolled on him for a pancake.
That's wild. That's wild.
That's crazy. That's it right there. You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Coleman miss.
The last one.
Yeah. Henderson gave him an outside move. Kind of, yeah. So
got you.
But yeah, man, like Tully was saying, man, yeah, man, the O-line has been good. He's looking promising, and we gonna get right back into it because I got some questions to ask. I think you're talking about Cosby. I'm thinking Chris Paul, right? Chris Paul.
If he is out, who plays?
Who's the other guy? Decker. What's his name?
Or Reader, Michael Reader. That's more of a center, though, I think.
Yeah.
Writer.
So I don't know, darling. Let's just hope not, right? We're a surefire playoff team. Yeah, hey man, and I'm kind of thinking about this game. This game is, like you said, man. This game is tough, man. It's definitely a tough game, and Ekeler being out, man. I don't know, man. Like he's been super explosive for us, so we definitely got to see how that's gonna pan out. Ekeler not being out there. So do you think we pick a step up obviously before the deadline at the time? I don't think so. I don't think so, Kim. If someone comes available, maybe I think we'll talk. It'd be malpractice not to, pick up the phone, or either way to receive the call or make the call. I think you do that. Allen Payne have the guy. Yeah, man, they got to get better. I think Payne has played better than Allen, but Allen got some lazy plays on the tape, bro. He
Been like
got
that his
some
whole career.
lazy, and I know people giving him a lot of crap for that last drive, but you got to think about it, man. It's the last drive of the game. They was going up tempo. They wasn't able to sub out. Burrow. He rolling out, he running. Allen getting, and Allen pulled up. I'm not harping on him too much for that play, but there were more plays throughout the game where he's just not hustling. It's like if they don't come on his side and they go the opposite side of him, that's all right, cool. That y'all over there. He's not hustling, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. He played soccer growing up in Germany. That's why it's football. Okay, I didn't know that. Good call, Merle. I didn't know that. He played
Who's
soccer in
that?
Germany.
Oh, Tom Coleman.
Yeah.
Cool.
We winning this game for Cliff. Yeah, Cliff got an attitude for this game. We
Nice.
definitely might see some stuff we haven't seen before. We definitely might see some stuff we haven't seen before. All right. So I wanted to kind of and the trades. Look at the trade so far. Jahan Dotson, of course, that's been a win, right? We were all surprised. Didn't know what was going on with that trade, right? Trade him in a division to the Eagles. And so far he hasn't produced, but at the same time, he's only been there for like a month. This week is going to really tell, right? Because he's probably wide receiver 1 this week. Because I think AJ and Smith is going to be out this week, so he's going to be wide receiver 1. So we're going to see if he's able to produce, if he has any type of chemistry with Jalen Hurts. But looking back at that trade now and then picking up Noah Brown, are you okay with it, Ceelo? And anybody in the comments, are y'all okay with it so far?
The trade of Doxson and picking up Noah, no brainer. In hindsight, no brainer. At the time, didn't quite make sense because we didn't have Noah, right? It kind of happened, in serial. We didn't know what we was going to get until the Noah thing hit a little bit later. And so, yeah, we still haven't seen Diami pop out quite yet. It's just week 3,
really.
but we haven't seen him. We all of a sudden everyone was hoping that Diami would pop out, but it's been Luke. It has been it's been Noah, and then it's been Zach Ertz. It's been Ekeler, and now it's been Terry. You ain't really, and I know Diami got the 2 screen passes and he got popped.
Oh, he would have took that joint to the house too. That was a good move to get back across the field. But if he didn't get hit right there, that definitely was a house call. But man, everybody in the stadium was like, "Ooh!" Like everybody like, "Ooh!" The whole stadium, "Ooh!" I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Man!" But I'm glad he held on to the football.
Yeah, that's one way to get on tape. He got on tape. He got some tape out there, but nah. So I think in hindsight, good move. Jahan ain't doing nothing. They don't even. AJ went out, and now I want to say Smitty got concussion. So and he still couldn't get out there and do anything. So I don't. I think it's a great move by the front office, and so let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I definitely think if Noah continues to trend in the right direction, if he continues to trend, I definitely think he might be somebody that they might try to extend. Was like before week 14 or 13, whatever that time is. Someone they might try to extend. Before he hits the open market. So that's definitely something to look at. That's why he probably he didn't have to go on waivers or whatever. And I think this is his last. This is his 4th year, right?
Nah, he been a year. Like this is 6th year.
6th year? Okay, so he already had one
like
contract. That. So so he's definitely looking for a nice payday. So I will be interested to see if they try and offer him a deal. Yeah, Glenn said he's athletic. He is, man. Like his feet is crazy. Like he can move. He says she's cool with it. Ash defense too comfortable. I want more passion. I don't know. I think it's certain players that don't really have the passion, right? Like Quan has it, Percy has it. Louvu has it. Chen has it. Even though Chen was getting beat, you can still see that he's trying to play aggressive, right? When he is getting there. Of course, Wagner doesn't like Wagner is making. So this is the thing with Wagner for me, Ceelo, is that he's very cerebral, right? Like his IQ is extremely high. If he's not able to detect a play pre-snap, he's not going to be effective. If he knows what it is pre-snap, he's in the hole, he tackles for loss, he's getting out there on the screens and all. But if he can't dissect that play pre-snap, he's not getting around linemen. Even when he's blitzing, he's trying to. One time he tried to spin, he tried to do a swim move. Bruh, you got to go straight in there. Like you're a middle linebacker. But those are the things with him. So I don't know. I think the defense does have passion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, speaking of, free agency, he's one of the free agents we picked up as well. And I think so far it's been a little underwhelming. He's had his moments like in the late part of the Tampa Bay game, right? In the running game, he made some TFLs. I want to say at least one or two. But when he misses bad because he's his goal is supposed to be to diagnose or to fill behind a tackle, right? They do a lot of that kind of defense. So John Allen, Deron Payne, they'll carry up two or take up 2 or 3 D linemen, and he's supposed to clean up, the backer, and he's just missing. He's just like late, and he's chasing him, and he can't chase.
He can't chase at all.
I mean, Moss made him look crazy, right? So, I think his superpower, as Dan Quinn like to say, is intelligence, his leadership. He can see plays before they happen, and that's when he can really get guys. He's talking, he's getting guys lined up. He knows what he's doing. It's just his abilities are kind of not what they used to be. So he needs to be where he's supposed to be, like you said, pre-snap, and then be able to just go and execute. So
yeah, for sure. Trent Scott better than Jahan. Luke is over John. Yeah, Luke. Yeah. And Caleb made this point earlier. Like he was like the spacing with Luke, and after I watched that play a few times. That pass was for Noah Brown, bro. That pass wasn't for Luke. That pass was for Noah Brown. If you go back and watch it, he's throwing the ball to Noah Brown, but Luke is coming across. And he just jumped right in front. It could have been, I don't know, it might have been knocked down if we would have got past him to Noah Brown, but Jaden was throwing it to Noah Brown. He wasn't throwing it to Luke. But Luke, like, and I think someone else had mentioned when Caleb said that about his spacing, that he was a former quarterback. So he knows where to be. He knows where the quarterback is going to look, about, getting in these certain gaps, like when they're going zone. Know if to go under the linebacker, over top of the linebacker, on drag routes, different things like that. So I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing out of Luke and McGee too. Like I think he in the hour was week 4, so maybe we'll hear something about him next week. I think they can open the window up, and if they can get him going, right, because he got a lot of reps in the summertime. So if they can get him going after he gets back, maybe kind of do the same thing that they're doing with Coleman, that they're doing with Newton and those guys, kind of, subbing them in and out, getting them that experience. Maybe he can be out there on passing downs, right? Because I think they take Chen out on passing downs and they bring in Percy. So maybe they can take Bobby Wagner out on passing downs, because that's how I was in the summertime. Remember in the joint practices, it was Louvu and McGee was at middle linebacker. So that's definitely something that I'm going to be looking forward to see where he is and his progress. And Caleb, why are you not on YouTube, Caleb? Stop playing around. Merle says Allen making a locker room talk. Whoa, wait a minute, Merle. Merle, wait a minute, Merle. Wait a minute.
Oh, we blaming everything on Allen. Damn.
Merle, wait a minute. We got to get you on the show one day, Merle. Wait a minute, man. Just hold up. How's he making the locker room toxic, man? Come on, Merle. Stop it. Stop the rumors, Merle. Stop the rumors.
Hey, Merle, you brought up a good point, Merle. How you feel about this rotating captain thing? You like that? What y'all like that? How y'all feel about the rotating captain thing? I think this week was who's the wide receiver? Zacchaeus.
Oh yeah, it was Zacchaeus. And,
Zacchaeus was one.
I don't forgot, to be honest. Like I don't know who these like. Who else was a key be knowing? Key be knowing. Who else was it?
How y'all like this rotating captain stuff? I don't know.
I think it's a thing where it's like they still trying to build their team and giving everyone an opportunity, but you can't have bums out there being a captain, bro. Like,
it has to be it's like a job. It doesn't bother me. Get a minimum requirement,
right? But it doesn't bother me though. Like I don't even remember who it was. Like it doesn't bother me, and I wonder how. And that's kind of a question that the beat reporter should ask. If I don't think they've asked that before, so I don't know. So John mad. He not a captain. He might be mad. Like he probably is somebody that think that he should be a captain every week. Like I don't think Terry cares. Like Terry knows he's the captain of this team. You know what I mean? Like he knows that. Payne, he don't care. He just care about money, right? Like he don't care about no captain status. Yeah. Like I say he cool with it. Why you hate it though, Kim? I don't know. Why you hate it? I'm good with that as long as they don't talk about one and be traded. Merle don't like John Allen. He never like every week. Not really. I don't think rookie quarterbacks should be captains. Bobby and Way. Okay, trust Way. Okay. Bobby Wagner. All right, cool. We all know who the real. Yeah, like we know who the real captains are. Like we know that it's Wagner. It's probably Revo. It's Terry. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Wagner. John Allen.
Luvu is definitely a captain.
Yeah, Luvu, man. I don't know. Like I don't think he got like. Yeah, he probably just be all over the place. I'm not a fan, but as long as we find a perfect candidate, like I don't know, man. I think it's Dan Quinn. I don't think it's the players. I don't think it's the players.
Hey, one person, a couple people we didn't mention yet as far as free agents. What you think about? So Marcus Mariota was another one.
Oh yeah,
that's probably a non. That's the NA, not applicable.
He collecting the check, bro. he collecting the check. Man, he probably saw what's comment in the preseason. He was like, oh nah, I'm about to get this injury. I ain't messing with it.
Did we say Dante Fowler yet?
Maybe not.
Dante Fowler, he got I don't know what kind of contract he got, but depth. He's more of a depth piece.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was down.
He got a sack. Like I didn't know what he was doing the first 2 weeks. I don't know what position he plays. I don't know his responsibility. I didn't know any of that. It looked a little more clear, like he was rushing a little more, because they got him an outside linebacker, him and Jameis. So I don't know, man. Like, all right, whatever. He's not, because like those guys is like spat guys in other places. You bring them in, for like passing specialists, I guess. But here, these guys getting a lot of reps on rushing downs and passing downs. So, and that Armstrong might just be a pass rush specialist, right? Like you just don't see him. Same thing with Fowler and Furrow. But
Fowler's definitely supposed to be a pass rush, but he's kind of a leaner, kind of typical DN body. I think Dorrance is kind of more. He's a little bigger, thicker. I think he can go inside, outside. But to your point, I think he's still kind of likes to pass, rush the passer or whatever. And then we had. Oh, did we talk about Cleveland Farrell? Cleveland Farrell, he had a 1-year deal. He actually probably the most impactful. Like if you look up his PFF, I wouldn't be surprised if he was kind of doing his Montez Sweat thing. He's like an almost guy. he's getting a lot of pressures, but not getting home. So, but he's hurt now. So I don't know what that's gonna do to his, to his
I
status.
guess we'll see, right?
I'm not talking about Michael Davis. We just don't know. We ain't gonna talk about that.
No, no. Who said that? I'm kicking you out. AJ. Oh, AJ, you supposed to come on here this week. What happened, man?
Is it most teams?
Is
Most
that my
teams
fault?
change every week. Oh, okay. I know.
I didn't know that. I didn't know most teams change it every week.
I know either.
I didn't know that. He said he's an account, so Whit won't let it happen. And Marcus can go next year. Definitely not.
You can go this year.
Don't let them off the hook. Talk about Michael Davis. He's still on the roster. Caleb Farley not even on the practice squad. Is Caleb Farley? Was he injured last year? Oh yeah, I did. AJ. Let's try to lock in for next week, AJ, because we're going to start having more people on. So this year we got. So if we haven't reached out, if you want to be on the show, man, just hit me up on Twitter. Like DM me on Twitter if you want to just come chop it up a little bit. DM me on Twitter. But I know we got like Telly coming on. We got like Cash coming on. And some other people coming on, man. So if y'all want to come on, like definitely just hit me up. Especially and Glenn just got in here because it's kind of hard Glenn during the day because he be working, but now we got a couple night shows during the week. So y'all want to come in and chop it up, just hit me on Twitter. But yeah, let's lock in for next week, AJ. Don't let me forget. I think Biotish is a captain. Kayla went. Oh, come on, Ash, relax. Ash, relax. Relax, Ash. Relax, please. Look at Riri. Sure, Riri. Yeah, right.
Lord.
Let me see. What else? So all right. So how are we feeling about trades? Like we talked about the Jahan. What about Ridgeway? How are you feeling about the Ridgeway trade?
Oh, yeah. Where did he go to? The Saints?
Yeah, I think he's down there with Chase, right?
Went to the Saints, right? It wasn't a trade though, right? It was a trade. It was like
Yeah,
a
it was
late.
a trade.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
right.
I don't know where he went. I'm gonna be honest. Hey, what Key at or Radar? Like, where would we trade him to? Like, I don't even remember. Like, we think about these players and we fall in love with them and whatever we think they're gonna be built. Then we trade them. You just forget about them. Like people, KJ Henry, for instance, people was upset. Why? The dude gets signed by the Bengals, added to their 53 off the waiver, right? Then they cut him. No one else tried to pick him up, and they was able to add him back on their practice squad. So right now, KJ Henry can't crack that roster. Come on, man. Like we and like Ridgeway, I wanted to keep Ridgeway. I thought he'd have been good. I forgot. Yeah, he's with the Saints. Key says he's with the Saints.
So
you know what I'm saying? Right.
He has one tackle so far.
He has one tackle. Ridgeway.
Yep. He has
Ridgeway has one tackle.
One tackle through 3 games.
One tackle through 3 games.
He's had total of 36 snaps.
36 snaps.
4 pressures.
4 pressures. So that's like 12 plays a game.
4 hurries.
12 plays a game.
Yep. So he's just not part of their rotation. He's not a deep part of their rotation.
We need the end. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
He wasn't that active week 1. He was only active with 2 and 3. So that's 2 games.
2 games.
Yeah. So, I wasn't sure if they would keep Mathis, or keep, Rich. I knew one of them was going to have to go. I actually think Mathis has been playing well so far in the rotation.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with
surprising for me.
Which is also surprising to me. I'm cool with the trade, man. Get some value for somebody who I think showed really well in preseason, and he even had a pretty decent last couple games last year. So, yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm cool. I can tell you, we can all see what Adam is trying to do, man. He is trying to collect them draft picks. He is trying to do whatever he can to try and at least keep the team competitive throughout 2024.
Mhm.
Not trying to get rid of no big pieces, right? So he's trying to keep guys together. But if he can get some value out of somebody, he's gonna move them. So, and they're not able to, fit their scheme or whatever they think is appropriate. So I'm cool with it, and basically it's working out so far.
Yeah, man. And John Allen might be the next casualty.
Oh Lord.
Kim said she missed Ridgeway. Merle said Commander fans need to raise their stand. Yeah, man. Look, raise the standard, man. Yeah, we got a real front office, man, and it seems like we just went through the free agency list, right?
Yep.
So my question before we end the show, these 1 year guys that we have, because we say we have hoes here, we got hoes there, blah blah blah, right?
You got what?
Hoes like
okay.
on the roster. Right?
Oh, okay.
And a lot of I just picked that up. So we got so if you think about this roster and moving forward, even the rookies that the other guy drafted, this is their their last year, and then add Percy too, because I think he got 2 years. Are any of these guys so far through 3 weeks showing you that they could either be starter or like great depth pieces? Like, can they move the draft? Let's say, like, can they move the draft board?
The rookies?
Yeah. So let's say let's go on the list, right? Let's say Dorrance Armstrong. So far, has he done enough to say, you know what? We don't have to look at edge day 1, day 2.
Oh, so you're saying the impact of the free agents, the short term ones, and if we could re-sign them, or no? No.
Right?
No.
Like
no.
has Furl or Dante Fowler shown that, hey, look, you can sign me to a 2-year deal or something, and you can kind of push edge rusher down the road?
Nope.
No.
Not as of today. Let's maybe revisit, but no, not as of today.
Right. So we think of someone like Ekeler. Is Ekeler someone that they would try to sign back to extend a couple years?
No, because I think, and this may be a harsh reality, man, but it's football. It's a running back position. Most guys don't. Most running backs, unfortunately, just don't have it. After a certain, he's going to be 29, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He's going through his concussion process. He's had injuries in these last couple years. It's just a brutal position. So no, I would not change anything because of Ekeler. If he gives you everything he got this year, I don't know, 1,200 yards or 1,400 yards all purpose, 10 touchdowns, which is great, I'm still going to go and draft the running back.
Yeah, that's what I'm
respectfully.
saying. Right. Yeah. Let's see what somebody he said. We got a kicker and a quarterback. Saint wants us to get another wide receiver. Kim, stop it, Kim. Next year they will be only be bringing in second contract guys. They're building a team, not collecting talent. Nah, they both can walk. Ekeler signed. Oh, Ekeler got a 2-year deal?
Oh, we got a 2-year deal. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I thought it was 1 year. All right, cool. Wait, I thought Austin was on the 2-year deal. Yeah, so that's actually pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Can somebody get the numbers for me?
Yeah,
can somebody get the numbers?
Years worth up to $11.43 million. I don't know.
Okay.
That's...
Yeah. So yeah, he's definitely here next year. Bobby Wagner. I know he got a 1-year deal. Is that someone that?
That's up to Bobby, I think. Man, the linebacker position is so hard to find, and in the draft. A lot of kids can't play that position right out of the draft. It's going to take some time. So you're either going to go and stick with Bobby, you can go find somebody else in the free agency plus the draft, if that makes sense. So I think he would be a great person to keep around if he wants to, and if he obviously is still healthy and all that kind of stuff. I'm indifferent with Bobby as of today.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. He might retire.
Right.
He might see if he can latch on to a contender, but it seems this whole schooling thing, he seems like he's like whatever it is he's trying to do, is look like he's trying to do that sooner than later. So
Bobby will definitely be in TV.
yeah.
100%. You will see Bobby on Sundays, whether it's in uniform or out of uniform, and in front of the camera. I would not be
I
surprised.
think I'm with you, Merle. I don't think Fowler will be back. I don't think Chen will be back either. I definitely think they go younger there. Say it depends on McGee, Bobby. Yeah. He said, "How did I end up in Cincinnati?" What you mean? How I end up in Cincinnati? Like you're on a plane when you fly to Cincinnati, Ash. All right. So like, let's say some of these safeties, man. Like Percy, Quan. I mean, they just drafted Sanderstrell. Is Quan doing enough for them to say, you know what, Quan is going to be our safety for the future?
Yeah, I'm biased. I think Quan got a lot of talent. It obviously depends on the rest of the season. So maybe. I think they do bring. I wouldn't be surprised. I know you said Percy has 2 years left, so he's not really an issue.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be back regardless. I don't know, man. I think okay. So generally, I wouldn't be surprised if they go BPA again. They
Yeah, most
may. I don't.
definitely.
I don't think there's no one. I mean, you go down the list, but I don't think there's anybody on this roster that they say maybe. No, I'm sticking to defense. Maybe Luvu. But other than that, I think they will go and they will draft anybody they can that's the best player available
Yeah,
and
I
leave it
think so
alone.
too, man. I don't think we have anyone on the defense which where we say like we're not solidified at this position
Right.
to say I won't go BPA because
Right.
of you. I
Right.
don't think we have anyone
I don't think so either.
on defense. I mean, Luvu possibly, but even
Possibly.
Luvu, you
Yeah.
know what I mean. But
Yeah.
I don't think they go
Yeah.
linebacker day 1 or 2 anyhow. So I don't think
Exactly.
there's a day 3 guy that's going to move you off of Luvu.
Exactly. Exactly.
But as far as safety, you might can find one in the third or something and say, hey, look, I need you to come in and be my, because I think we all can agree that we don't have a true free safety on this team. Right. I mean, I think Quan is the best one that we have for sure. But they be interchanging. Sometimes it be Chin back there, which I just so confused about.
Sometimes
Why he's back there.
Percy back there sometimes too.
Yeah,
He was there when the first chase touchdown. He tried.
Yeah.
He was a little late. But he was the one that actually ended up coming all the way over from the left side of the field. He came all the way over to chase, and he just was obviously late. But yeah, man, you're right. We don't really have I shouldn't say true. I mean, we have free safeties. They're just not very good.
Yeah. Yeah. So
right now.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. But that's definitely something to look through as we move on. But as of right now, yeah, this first 3 weeks, there's not a lot to say. You know what? This is going to be part of this team for the next 2-3 years. There's just it's not a lot. You know what I mean?
What about an offense?
But yeah, so the defense, I think defensive tackle, if they're looking at Payne and Newton, I don't think they go that route again. Unless it's another dominant dude, you never know. So it depends what they do with Allen.
In the first round?
So yeah, or day 1, day 2, you never know. So on an offense, I mean, Jaden, of course, guard. I don't know, man. I mean, Wiley ain't Wileying a lot. Can Brandon Coleman be that guy? Listen, if Brandon Coleman is able to be the guy, if they can by the end of the year say, you know what, this is gonna be our left tackle for Jaden. This is gonna be who he's gonna grow with. That changes our board dramatically, bro.
I agree. I think in the BPA scenario, you strike out. Let's say Coleman works out. Strike out Coleman. Strike out Cosme on the offensive line.
I mean,
But you
Biotish, I think he's doing
see,
enough.
I
for them.
agree, but you typically you're not gonna draft a center early anyway, typically, unless he's like really good, I guess.
Mhm.
But in my opinion, if I'm working for or if I'm Adam Peters, I'm probably still I'm not. I think I like Biotish. I like Allegretti. I'm probably still going to make those. If they're available and they're good and they all the other analytics and stuff, I'm
Mhm.
probably still going to consider it.
Oh yeah, most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? I feel like the
It also
trenches.
depends, like what else is there though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
of course,
is
of
Biotish
course.
and Allegretti going to do enough for them to say, you know what, I'm
We
gonna
good.
stick with you, and I'm gonna go this route, right?
Is this what year is Biotish? He's not young.
No, he's not. Well, hold on, he's not. I don't think he's been in the league that long though.
Well, this is his second contract, so it's at least the fifth or sixth year,
Yeah, let me
right?
see.
So, age, you know, that's a very important position. I know
Well,
Allegretti's been
he
around
has a
for a
3-year
while.
deal too. He got a pretty nice deal. So, and it's 5 years. So yeah, I think he's the center for sure,
Yeah.
especially if he plays out.
So
But
maybe other
outside, like,
positions. Yeah.
I don't think Noah Brown can do anything for them not to go wide receiver first round.
Oh,
I mean, even if he balls out, they still got to add someone to this room.
great.
Even with Terry be 30 next year, so you definitely got to ask one. I mean, B Rob, you should always get a running back every year.
Agree.
I think B Rob be 4 years next year, so I mean, we see this running back market and what it looks like and what it's doing. Yeah, man, like we don't have a lot on this team outside of maybe 3-4 positions that can change the draft board so far.
Agreed.
Like, it's only been 3 games. We're gonna come back week 6 and see if that's changed so much, but I don't think so.
I don't think so either. They can be. I hope they are right. 5-1, and I'm still gonna want to see. I'm going to see more talented, possibly tight end. I'm going to see more talent in right tackle. I'm going to see more talent in interior. I'm going to see more talent in the defense, rushing defense. I mean, we scoring 50 points or 48 points a game, winning these games, and the defense is giving up 40. I'm gonna still need everybody on defense.
Right.
So yeah, man, you're right.
Crazy.
I don't think it's gonna be much change.
Yeah, I don't think so either. All right, man, you about to get over. Tim, I don't know what's going on with Defoe, man. Like,
He pissing somebody off.
I don't know, man. Something happened. I don't know, because they definitely Tyler Owens is their guy, and I think them two, are kind of like the same player, but it seems like Tyler might have a little more upside, and that's their guy, right? But I don't think he's ready. Just like Merle said, I don't think he's ready to get in there and actually play some defense. I think he's still raw. He's great for special teams. He makes plays. So I don't know, man. What's going on with I don't know what's going on with Defoe, man. But we'll see. Chen played much better Sunday, so he's going to be there. He played much better Monday, so he's not going to take his spot. But if anything happens, I think Tyler Owens might get the snaps before Defoe. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Better get up out of here, man. Ceelo, what you got, man?
Man, just looking forward to this next game. Different test, completely different team. I actually like that Arizona Cardinals team, like the makeup of that team. I like the head coach. I'm not a big Kyler Murray fan, but he's a problem. He's still a good player. When healthy, Marvin Harrison, bro, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a really interesting game if we can put something together and get them guys, able to win a third game in a row, which is crazy to think about right now. So, yeah, man, looking forward to it.
Yep, definitely appreciate all y'all topping in, man. We about to get up out of here. Remember, we're gonna be coming a couple nights a week. So definitely top in with us. Yeah, man. Peace, man. Have a good night. Stay safe. Dream about. Never mind. I'm gonna say that.